And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They started on the ground with Eckler. And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 20, Austin Eckler. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Cunningham to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
In motion left goes Myers. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Running on first down, Eckler. And able to work his way down to the 16. 82 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In motion, the tight end.
Seven Pirates.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Michael Mayer, his intended receiver, and it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
19 Lions. Check it. Ready.
Cunningham looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On second down, Jacobs. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Still on his feet. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard. To make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Steps away. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. That is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
'79 Broncos. Go.
Now Cunningham. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Sebastian Joseph Day able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now 3rd down and very long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here for Davis. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Wrap up.
Still moving. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
21.
Herbert changing things up.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Let's go.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Here's Cunningham. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready, set.
First down, here's White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Cunningham. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Herbert now. He gets it to Johnston. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
59, 59. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
To the air again, Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Shut up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Cunningham. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready, break.
A final shot before break. Cunningham. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. On the ball, on the ball.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This 2nd and 4. And now an audible here into something else. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Being chased out left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Herbert. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Wow.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Chargers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Hey, go lion. Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
59.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as they get this to the 44-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. He's going to find Edwards open downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Chop 60, chop 60. Ready, right?
Now Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Panther 11, Panther.
Cunningham looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
60 yards. And the Chargers 1st down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Davis, 34 yards. And the Chargers extend their lead yet again. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And quickly, they get to the line. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
Second down and 8.
Go.
Here's Cunningham. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Cunningham to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Oh, they'll run the option right. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, Ram. Hey, Ray.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He finds his target, Allen. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Herbert back to the air. And the Raiders have got him. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse